Let's use a tornado to make crop circles with the... Yeah, I would really fuck up controlling the weather, but God, would it be fun? Doesn't NORAD already do that? No, I'm not going to get into that. Love to all and welcome everybody. My name is BLacKHaLLoW and this is Would You Rather. It has been a little while since I've done one of these episodes, but in hindsight, it's been a while since I've had the opportunity to do one of these episodes. Now that I got the Elgato, everything is up and running perfectly. We are back in. I think that this is like episode 14 or something like that. Maybe it's 13. I can't really remember, but either way, let me know if you want this series to keep going on and if you want to see it every now and again. I'm still getting questions that I've never seen before. People are still submitting them, and I still find a lot of enjoyment in this game. I love the fact that it's been going for so long and that you guys participate in the comments down below. So as a precursor to this episode, please let me know in the comments down below what you would answer to some of these questions. We're going to start off with the first question that loaded up. Would you rather always disappoint people or always anger people? This is like that statement that's like, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. And for me, like, it always hit home whenever I got the disappointment side of things, because a disappointment is like letting someone down, but I avidly go about my life knowing that I don't owe shit to anybody. The only people that I owe anything to are myself and the people that are no longer with me in my life, that are, you know, no longer living, because it's their memory that I owe something to. I'd rather, I don't know, I've always had an interesting way of looking at life and what I owe to the world. And the more that I focus on the fact that I don't owe anything to anybody, the more I accomplish and the more productive that I am, and the less I care about what people think. So for me, I could give a shit if I make people angry. I mean, people probably get angry when they hear me screaming all the time, and that would, you know, I don't know, maybe some people that are subscribed to my YouTube channel could attest to that, or when I'm a bad gamer or something like that. But disappointment, that's something different. I'd rather anger people. Yeah, I can deal with angry people. I've made people angry my entire life. I've been a pawnbroker. I've been a music teacher. I've been like, I've always had a knack for having moments of anger with people, not in a bad way, but in a, hey, you need to check yourself kind of way. But disappointment, that reflects more on me. So for me, I'd rather anger people. Would you rather be an 80s child star actor or a 60s one-hit wonder? I'm going to assume that the 60s one-hit wonder would be music, and the 80s child star actor would be someone like off the Brady Bunch of the 80s. I don't think the Brady Bunch was Family Three's Company. I'm pretty sure that was the 80s. Three's Company. I don't think they had any child actors on that show. Anyway, but oh my God, wait a minute. Both options end in therapy. That's okay. Alrighty, both options end in therapy. Well, therapy isn't that bad of a thing. Like, you can't make it through life on your own. Life is fucking hard, and if you're gonna try to do it all on your own without like someone to lean on, especially someone in the professional sense of things, or even a metaphysical kind of like a psychic or a witch doctor or whatever. Everybody has their own form of comfort from somebody else in the form of a professional who can help guide their vision of what they feel their life should be and reflect on what their past has been. So as far as the therapy is concerned, I could give a shit. But being a musician, 60s one-hit wonder, baby, I don't care. It's 80s child star. I will happily go with the one-hit wonder, because 80s child star. When was the last time that you thought of fucking Screech? Probably when you heard that he did porn. When was the last time that you heard of? That's like the only child actor that I can think of, except maybe Drew Barrymore. She was in E.T. Yeah, no, either way, having a one-hit wonder, like I've talked with many musician friends about this before, having a one-hit wonder would be one of those things that just, it lasts. It always lasts. Music is timeless, and once you write that song and release it into the world, it's not your song anymore. So if you have 100 hit wonders, it doesn't matter to me. Like, once you write it and you release it into the world, that song doesn't really belong to you anymore. You may have brought it to be, but it's not yours. So if I just got lucky enough to have one, I'd be happy. Would you rather get a free appetizer with every meal or get a free dessert with every meal? I've always been one of the appetizer guys. And the main reason is because whenever I eat a dessert, it always overpowers the dinner. And I love dinner. Like, I love food. I love, anybody who saw me would be like, you're a fucking liar because you're thin as a rail. But no, I love food and I can pack it away like a fiend. So I don't know. There's just something about overpowering a good meal versus preparing your palate to be welcoming of the meal later on. So I would be an appetizer guy. Yeah, I knew I would go with the minority on that one. Let me know in the comments down below. What would you prefer? Would you prefer to get a free appetizer with every meal or get a free dessert with every meal? Now I want food. I want food. I literally just ate and I want more. Shit. Would you rather be trapped in a sandstorm or be trapped in a snowstorm? For me, you guys, nothing pisses me off more than getting something in my eye. Nothing pisses me off more than getting something in my eye. And I've always been a fan of the cold. I love snow. I love snowstorms. Quick story, the mountain that's in my, excuse me, the mountain that's in my area, in my town, my dogs and I climb it all the time. I haven't climbed it with my puppies yet, just because they're still very rambunctious. But my other two dogs, we love going hiking. We love doing things along those lines. And one time I was up there and I was like, okay, alrighty, there's like a foot of snow on the ground. It's fresh powder. Let's go blaze some trails. We got up there, hung out for a little bit too long on the top, and then I saw some clouds coming in, and I was like, oh shit. So, long story short, headed back down. All of a sudden, through the trees, I just see this wall of white coming at me. It was a storm cloud that was moving into the mountain, and I immediately was like, oh shit, we need to, like, we got to take cover. Like, otherwise, this is gonna get really windy, and it's gonna get bad real quick, and we need to wait it out. So I dug a little like kind of bowl sort of thing, but it was a little recessed so that way we could kind of tuck under a shelf. And my dogs and I cuddled in there for, I want to say, like, it must have been 30 minutes. And the moment that stuff rolled over, all of a sudden it was just like, it's like freezing fog almost. There was a flurry of cold and all kinds of shit. I just hung out, ate an MRE. My dogs were having a blast. I mean, one's half wolf and husky, and the other's a white shepherd. We just hung out. We had a great time. I mean, had I had the means to start a fire in such like heavy winds in that time, I probably would have kicked off a fire and just kind of hung out with them. But I mean, it would have melted the snow and then things would have gotten wet. So anyway, we just hung out and we ate some snacks, and it was a lot of fun. So I'd rather be trapped in a snowstorm. I don't want to get shit in my eye or sand in my eye or anything in my eye for that matter. I get pissed off when I wipe my eyes after a shower with a towel and a little bit of lint gets in my eye. I'm like, it's the end of the world for me. Would you rather be a Pokemon trainer or be a zombie slayer? Oh, done and done, dude. Done and done. See, the thing about Pokemon is that I don't know. I was, even as a kid, even though I played the games, even though I participated in the card trading thing and the video games on the Game Boy and stuff like that. My first game that I ever played as a kid was Pokemon Red on my Game Boy Pocket. I had a red Game Boy Pocket and the red, Pokemon Red. I don't know. I always thought of it as being a little weird to make animals fight. Like, and now that I'm a dog trainer, I probably have a little bit more of an apprehension against that. And then there's also just like taking a stroll through the grass and randomly being attacked, or like seeing somebody being like, hey, how's it going? And then walking up to be like, let's fight. And you have no way to say no. No way to say no. So I'd rather be a zombie slayer. I mean, it's all or nothing, dude. And if it's all or nothing, I'm going to kill zombies. I'm not going to make my Pokemon make other Pokemon faint. Would you rather be sucked into Terraria or be sucked into Minecraft? I've never played Terraria or Terraria. I'm assuming it's Terraria. But I think between the two of them, from what I've seen, I'd prefer Minecraft. You guys saw my Minecraft series. I really love Minecraft. And I'm not too focused on the whole idea of being uber creative and crazy with the designs of houses and stuff like that. I just love survival. I love the survival aspect of anything, and that's why I love going hiking. That's why I love going, out with my dogs and just enjoying myself. I don't know. Ever since I started YouTube, I've really missed that. So if I were to be able to be sucked into Minecraft, a three-dimensional world, even though it's based on, blocks, I think I would have a lot more fun in that. I'd be able to explore caves, and plus you got giant-ass pockets and you can carry all kinds of stuff. I don't really know how Terraria works as far as that's concerned. Maybe I should look into that game. You know what? I'm gonna turn this into an interesting question to you guys. Would you rather see me play Minecraft again? Because believe me, I've been wanting to bring it back now that I have an Elgato, or have me play Terraria. I think I would like to go back into Minecraft, but let me know in the comments down below. Would you rather give up Christmas or give up your birthday? I think I've had this question before on an episode, but it's been a little while and I didn't answer all the questions after I made an account, and I'm actually not even signed to my account right now. So I'll just answer it again because I know that there's many more new people on the channel than there was prior. I would rather give up my birthday. I've never been a big birthday guy. I've never been a big guy to be, and honestly, I have a YouTube channel that focuses only on one person, but I've never been one to focus on just me. I always like focusing on everybody else. Christmas brings everybody together. Christmas brings everybody together, brings family together. It brings, and even if you fight over something like that, you know, if your families quabble or bickle or whatever the, you know, you want to say, it's usually because they want Christmas to be perfect. And it's the time of year where everybody just kind of sets aside any quarrels or any shit like that and just sits around a table and enjoys, you know, some company time, some quality time with each other. So I'd rather give up my birthday. Yeah, okay, good. With the majority on that one. Let me know in the comments down below. Would you rather give up Christmas? Would you rather give up your birthday? And why? Would you rather control the emotions of those around you or control the weather? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I was young, like, I know it was the girl and I'm a guy, but Storm, oh my god, I wanted to be her, man. I had a video game on the Super Nintendo that was Stories of X-Men or something like that. There were a bunch of different X-Men. I wanted to control the weather so bad. Those were my favorite levels, but it was like the hardest one to play that one because I just kept dying because I was too young to understand how video games worked and breathometer worked. But controlling emotions, I suppose I could influence people to be more happy, satisfied with where they are at life, but then you start getting into the idea that you're affecting someone else's experience of life, and I never want to do that. Even in my current state right now, I never try to imagine that I know any more about being a person than I know about being myself. I'm still figuring myself out every single day. So for me to say, I want to make you happy right now, or even selfishly, I want to make you sad right now because you did something to me, like, that would be too much power. So I think, and I know I just said too much power, and here we are coming back to control the weather, but I think I'd rather control the weather. Wow, that's a good split on that one. I'm curious, you guys. That's an answer I want to hear from you. Would you rather control the emotions of those around you, or would you rather control the weather? Dude, I'd just like show off all the time. I would just legit show off all the time. And then I go to Tornado Alley, like throughout the summer months, and I would completely and totally just turn on and off tornadoes. Like, oh, there's a trailer park. Oh, there's a tornado. Done, gone. Oh, there's a cornfield. Let's use a tornado to make crop circles with the... Yeah, I would really fuck up controlling the weather, but God, would it be fun? Doesn't NORAD already do that? No, I'm not gonna get into that. If your parents had to give you one punishment, would you rather live without your phone or live without your computer, iPod, and clean clothes? This would be hard. This would be very hard. And to be honest with you guys, my phone... Now, my parents don't give me punishment. I'm 25 fucking years old. But if I had to choose to give up one... This is obviously directed at a young audience. If I had to choose to give up one, it would be my phone. Because computers, like, they... Oh, clean clothes! Well, if I'm doing YouTube... Maybe I... Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a hard one! Oh, this is a hard one! Because usually whatever I access on my phone, I can access on my computer, with the exception of direct phone calls. But I could always use a text messaging app on my computer, which I do use and utilize from time to time when I just turn my phone off or when it dies and I'm too lazy to go up to my room to grab the charger. I think I would rather live without my phone. Yeah, I think I'd rather live without my phone. Like, the clean clothes thing, I'm a YouTuber. I'm not fucking wearing pants right now. Like, I just, it's whatever. It's whatever. And I live with 4 dogs. At the end of the day, the house is going to smell more like dog than anything. So I think for me, I'd rather live without my phone. Okay, good. I was really worried that it was going to be the other way around. I thought it was going to be like 10% of people. But these things, an iPod has iMessages and stuff like that. So as far as I'm... Now, granted, I have a Samsung. But I'm pretty sure that that most of the things that you do with your phone, you can do with these items. But shit, let me know in the comments down below. What'd you pick on that one? Oh man, that was a hard one. Would you rather see how or what created civilization, or See how or what ends civilization. Now, I think I've done this one before, but again, new people on the channel, so I'm going to answer it again. For me, I've always been a watch the world burn kind of guy. And I know that's pretty morbid, but I don't know. I've just always been like that. I've always been like that. So for me, I would love to see what brings it all to an end, because then you could see what begins next. And if you get to see what ends civilization, you're probably immortal. Probably. Like, more than likely. If you get to survive that shit and get a front row seat to that, or you're an astronaut and you're on the moon and you just get to watch this epic freaking asteroid just like right into the earth. And I don't know, after I saw all that, I'd probably just take the helmet off and be like, okay, all done. Maybe I don't know, maybe try to scream, see if it works. Probably won't though. But I'd rather see how it all ends. I'd rather see how it all ends. And with my beliefs and stuff like that I have in life, they fluctuated a lot through personal experiences and whatnot, but I feel like I have a good grasp on what started civilization, and I don't want to alter that. I guess I find comfort in what my beliefs are, which I won't get into probably ever on my channel, probably ever. But I find comfort in those facts. I find comfort in what I designate as the universe and what I designate as reality. So for me, I think it'd be a little bit more interesting and probably even a little bit more comforting to see what ends it all. Would you rather be killed in a Saw movie or be killed in a Final Destination movie? Okay, loophole. Absolute loophole. I'm too smart for Saw movies. I'm too smart, and I have too much will to live. I'll do whatever the fuck he wants me to do. And I still think about that dumb bitch that sticks her hand up in the razor blades to try to get the fucking key. She like sticks her one hand up. She's like, oh no, the blade things are, ow, they hurt when I go down now. And then she sticks her other fucking hand in the other hole on the left. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But she like sticks her hand up when she could have just stuck her fucking finger over on the right hand side and just held the blades out and then whoosh, slit her fucking, like, I'm foolproof. And then as far as Final Destination goes, if somebody immediately just is 1 second okay and then blacks out for like 2 seconds and then comes back and is like crying and is like, we need to get off this plane. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get the fuck off the plane. So if I'm killed in a Final Destination movie, it's just gonna be in the flash forward, and then I'm gonna pay attention to, well, actually, now that I think about it, everybody always dies in the movie, so fuck, I'd rather be killed in the Saw movie. Like, the first one's good and the rest are just torture porn, but at the end of the day, I think I'd be able to fuck with the killer more than I'd be able to evade death in Final Destination. If I knew that death was coming for me, I would stare it right in the eye and tell it hits like a bitch. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'd have a little bit more fun with that one. All right, let's do one more. Would you rather fight all of the original Power Rangers in their Megazord robot, or fight Optimus Prime? So would you rather die fighting all the Power Rangers Megazord robot thing, which, by the way, was my favorite fucking show when I was a kid, or would you rather fight Optimus Prime? Something tells me that if I even remotely come close to beating this dude, he's gonna be like, Transformers, and then he's gonna die, and then I'm gonna have fucking Bumblebee, Tweedledee, and Tweedledum, the dude with the accent, the weapon specialist. I'm not gonna win that one. The only way I'd win is if I became friends with one of them. This, though, this was my jam as a kid. This was my jam. I would rather fight. That is a tight one, and guys, that's gonna be the one that we end it on. So let me know in the comments down below, because I think that ties into like a little bit of your childhood and what you enjoyed pop culture wise in your childhood as far as shows were concerned. Power Rangers were the shit for me. Tommy, the White Ranger dude, or I call him the White Ranger, by the way. Any of you guys out there be like, he's the Green Ranger. No, you shut the hell up. He's the White Ranger with the little shoulder pads and the cool things. I remember my mom legit made me that costume, and it came with a really shitty version, or she bought me the costume, and it came with a really shitty version of those those shoulder pads, those golden shoulder pads that he had. The mask and the suit and everything were cool. So she made me that thing to go around my neck and my shoulders. And I don't know whatever happened to it, but I think I still have it. Maybe like in one of my baby boxes or something like that. Literally like the coolest thing. The coolest fucking thing ever. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below what you guys would rather do. So friends, if you enjoy what you see, and only if, leave a little love in the comment section or leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the rest or whatever the hell comes next. And as usual, enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you guys again.